Alright guys, it is day 54. Let's dive in, you know the drill. Long ass day at work. 7 p.m. already. So by the time I finish this, it's gonna be 8. I have enough time to eat food, maybe play a little God of War, then I gotta get to bed. So let's get through these.
Youth never returns, be
Let the
mindful
moon
of that.
shine upon
Youth never
this
returns,
land.
be mindful of that.
I will become the strongest. I will become the strongest.
Homie, did that just give me 25 shards? What the fuck? Oh my god, that... Whoops. Wow. Well, I got everything I needed out of this event. So now, what the hell else can I get? Guess I can just waste them now because I don't really need them. Other than the free mounts they post. Wow. Holy crap. I've never put a Valorian hero inside another Valorian hero. I normally use the artifact heroes. So I know they're higher quality. If I put a higher quality inside of it, it's gonna take way more materials. But in theory, it should make them stronger. 40 shards? Wow, that's insane, dude. Holy crap. The stream was going so well, too. I was knocking out the dailies. It was going to be a 20-30 minute stream. Boom, done. And then this. So, I guess it's very fortunate. And enough to even evolve them. Wow. Outstanding. $300 million BR. Sure, why not? Here's 300 million. Enjoy. But even more so, the hero himself. Or is it Ascension? I can already ascend him. Perfect amount. It pulled the perfect amount. Exactly what I needed. Fuck me. Do I really have to rebirth him and do everything? Okay, I need to look at some stats real quick. No, go back. Okay, so 587% over 6 hits, 25% chance of insta-kill, 564%. %343%, however, fewer targets, more damage. And if the target has 2 stacks, they take 20% more damage per stack. Oh, no, 20% more damage per stack, so 20, 40, 60. Holy crap. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't say immune to status effects. Or immune to... No, ignores immunity, I'm sorry. It should say it ignores immunity. And since it does not, it makes me feel like they're just gonna bypass a lot of that. That, however, is awesome. He's like Moira on steroids. He's a very superior Moira. But he doesn't have crit. She has a 100% crit rate. No matter who you're fighting, she always crits. Holy crap, dude. I wanted him. I wanted to test him out. Fuck, Should I make another video just for him? Damn it. Alright, let me try to rush through these, and then I'll go back and forth. Because I have to throw him into Temple of Seal with her, Aurelia. I have to throw both of them into it and find out how they do. Yeah, let me bypass this one real quick. Holy crap. There's no way it gave me 25 shards. That's amazing. Okay, sorry. I had to finish my 17 for the day. Now I have to re-challenge it, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but I need him in the formation. Actually, homie should be up there with her. She's amazing and all, but yeah, those are bosses. So I want him and her side by side so I can watch them with my own fat mouth. Okay, so I'll plant 3 healers up front, 2 DPS in the back. Now the problem is the first like 12 fights, they're going to one-hit everything. So when it gets harder, then I can finally watch them deal damage and see how they react. So bear with me. This stream's going to take a little bit longer because I've wanted him for a long time. And now randomly I got 25 shards out of a lucky ass click. That was fast. So yeah, it's gonna basically be like that. He's gonna hit, charge up his rage, and then full AoE. So he basically gets 2 moves. Boom, boom. That's incredible. Okay, so the first 10 fights, he's one-shotting everything. So, fight 11 out of 17. It's really hard to do a comparison. It's like, do I want Goku or Goku? I need you guys to have a harder fight. What's scary is his AoE does more damage the fewer targets there are, and he's one-shotting everyone while they're a full group. So when the skill is weaker, he's still one-shotting them. That's insane. Stage 14. Dude, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy. So his base stats are extremely strong. And he's apparently very, very fast because he always goes first. Okay, 16 stages so far. Stage 17. So I guess I don't need anyone else, he just does all the work. He killed stages 1 to 17 in basically one hit. If he charges up and gets his ultimate, it kills everyone. That's insane, dude. Team gets 50% attack boost. He gets 200 rage and 40% damage bonus. So you figure 50% attack boost, 40% damage. Wow. Well, that was easy. Fuck. Alright, I need to do my dailies, then I'm probably... Let me get my dailies out of the way, and then I need to tinker with him. Because he seems like he's going to be a badass. And I definitely want him on the team. Yeah, look at his Shadow Edge at the bottom. Negative status immunity. And level 2 control immunity. Deal 40% more damage to targets with shields. So you figure 50% attack, 40% damage bonus, 40% additional damage bonus to targets with shield. And the fewer targets, the more damage he does. Boom. Now, I'm not sure which one of these is the better PvPer. I would have to match them up. Just because his reflect damage seems very interesting. It's almost like thorns. If you're strong enough, they'll attack you and kill themselves. That's pretty cool. And he's a main hero nuker, so the highest attack target for both his skills get targeted first. The only thing I don't see with both of these guys, it doesn't say it replaces their auto attack. But I know I seen him do Spirit Slash on round 1. So maybe they just always do their secondary until their ultimate's up. Because typically it'll say this skill, if you look at Doom, the second skill in, towards the end, this skill replaces hero's basic attack. Like, that's how you know they're not gonna just, you know, chop chop, auto attack. Yeah, that's confusing because, man, frankly, they need more stages in Temple of Seal. It's really hard to test his power when he one-shots everything. So now I can't even tell how he compares. I know he's stronger than Aurelia at a base form, but I don't know if he's better than Jadale. No, he's got like that Aquaman vibe. And not the good Aquaman vibe either. The old yellow hair Arthur Curry vibe. But I didn't really care about that as long as he was strong in battle. Look at that mustache. He looks like a predator. Ugh, Uncle Bad Touch. I'd pick him just because he looks like Torbjorn. Alright, let me shut the hell up and get back to dailies. I'm gonna get lost. And I gotta spend time friggin' freshing. I've gotta transfer everything out of a loot card. So I have to kill all the materials inside him. I have to feed it to Aurelia and Dark Paladin simultaneously. So that way I'm not overpowering one over the other. I gotta get him to at least augment 10 to get all of his passives. So that way he's ready for PvP. Then I have to go back to her and augment her shit and then do all their seals, all their Atmos stones, everything. So it's gonna take a hot minute. Beep boop. Okay, 38 minutes in. I think I can finally start diving in to the characters. So feel free to skip this part, it's going to be boring. Readjustment, restatting, all that crap. And then I'm going to try out a Battle Royale and Arena. I don't know, my BR could technically end up lower than it is now, but theoretically I should be stronger as time goes on. So I might take a hit from 9.7 billion. I'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. Because again, the problem with her... let me see if I can get to it. Basics. The problem with her is she's not Augment 10. So I'm missing that. Kinda useful. So he has to be at least Augment 10. Now the reason why this might set me back...
I will hone my techniques to perfection.
Yes, dear. Thank you. He's Augment, or Evo 26. She's not even 10. She's a guzzler of materials. So... the characters are stronger, but because they require so many materials, it might temporarily set me back, and then over time, once I accumulate all the materials, it'll push me forward. Her cap is essentially higher, at a slower rate, if that makes sense. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. 40 minutes in. See how long this takes.
Are there any worthy opponents?
Just a few materials. Just a few. Shit. I think I'm gonna have to rebirth Aurelia as well, because I need the hero core to get him his passive. Outstanding. I'll have to check her and make sure. So the issue right now is the Hyper Evo cores. It's kind of like a roadblock. I'm roadblocked right now. Oh, 80 million, not bad. So I'm roadblocked from getting that, which is holding back a ton of BR. And that's a ton of BR. So what I may have to do is I may have to temporarily re-grace Alucard, reskill him, and use him until I get enough Hyper Evo cores. Because right now, I don't have enough to afford both of them. I barely have enough to afford one. Because again, I'm free to play. So again, if anyone asks, you can just check this little any recharge button. That's how you know if someone spent money or not. So... Again, right now it's a roadblock. As you can see, I have plenty of gold from the rebirth. I just don't have... Yeah, for both of them. For both of them, I can't do it. So, Hyper Evo cores. That's what's setting me back. Let me see how much she gets if I spend on her. Because right now, I think he's good. He's up higher than she was. In some of the aspects. But Alucard was just way higher than both of them. Because he was at 26. Yeah, he's good. He's stuck until 10. So let me check on her. And they both have to share the superior bless stones. So that kind of sucks too. Basically, I got him so early that I don't have the materials to cover him and her.
Are there any worthy opponents? I will become the strongest.
Good God, she already requires 400 primals. Okay, so her seal is blocked. Let me see what that did for her BR. Okay, so I'm at half the BR I was. Am I missing an important system? Did I not? No, he's got the grace. Yeah, he's graced in. Bear with me. Just want to make sure I'm not overlooking any system. He has all the gear. He has the rune stone. Yeah, the issue has to be the grace. He was just so much higher. So now I have to strip her and refeed it to him. It's weird because you're kind of juggling your materials. You know what I mean? Like, you're transferring it to this character, you're transferring it to that character. So originally, I had everything invested in Alucard. I put what I had left over into Aurelia. I didn't touch Alucard. I just kept him as he was. So now that I've finally reset Alucard, I have to distribute all the materials. So once he hits a roadblock, then I can reinvest it back to Alucard, which I think he is. I think he's finally at the roadblock. So for now, we'll just put him, because I have to reset her. It's amazing that it only set me back that small amount for him. He doesn't have anything on him, does he? No, level 1. That's crazy. Okay, Hero Rebirth. Yeah, I don't have enough materials. So, once I max Alucard out, I'm gonna hit 12, 13, 14 paywalls with Dark Paladin. So I have to, as a free-to-play person, I have to keep waiting to build a ladder with free materials over these walls. And then once I get him near max and I have extra materials, I can change her out, feed her his materials to make him stronger. It's a weird back and forth system. But for me, I just care about what makes me stronger. So, like, see this? If I spend 5,000 on just one upgrade, it might give me a little bit. But if I spend 5,000 on a new character that's fresh, it's going to give him way more. So there's no point for me to just dive bomb that much material. Yeah, he's at the wall. So now focus on the sub. I guess the way I should have played this, I should have rebirthed. Well, no, I needed the augments though. I needed the augments as soon as possible because I didn't know I was one shard short. So I would have had to have rebirthed him and her to make sure I have all my hyper hero cores. So the hyper hero cores are going to take a while to get. Alright, it's clicky click time. Let me mute.
The power of the angels will be mine. The power of the angels will be mine. The power of the angels I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will... Once I kill Terragrin, I will achieve true immortality. I will achieve true immortality. I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will... I will achieve true immortality.
I guess this would be kind of an important lesson for any of you that are free to play. Don't just jump right into a Valorian hero, especially with the slaves or the substats rather. You know what I mean. You're putting them in you, you're gracing them, but you're absorbing their stats. Try to use someone that is cheap on materials that you can afford. For me, as free to play, the yellow banner or artifact heroes are not that bad to upgrade. I feel they're pretty reasonable. I've only been playing for 50 something days, which is less than 2 months. It's almost 2 months. But I've gotten a ton of materials. Artifact is fine. The Valorian heroes I cannot afford yet. As you can see, I'm stuck with the hypercores. So he can't even hit augment 10 yet. So bury everything into your artifact heroes and wait until you jump over that wall. And then just keep saving your materials from that point. Because once you break through that wall, you're going to have massive BR increase. But you got to be patient. And I think that's when people start spending money, is because they don't want to be patient. But this is a marathon of a game. It's not a one day you're going to do everything and you win. Because tomorrow someone's going to be stronger than you. So you have to do it day after day after day after day after day. Consistently. And this is all on you. How strong do you want to make your Super Saiyan? You can pick any hero in this game that you love and make them as strong. You can give them a quadrillion BR. Like, the amount of battle rating you can give one character is insane. I've seen people with over a quadrillion battle rating. That's more than a trillion. That's more than a billion. It's a quadrillion. So that's pretty insane. Okay, I gotta mute. It's gonna be a lot of clicking. Does he not get seal advancement? I don't remember seeing my BR go up when I was doing his seal advancement. Yeah, it was stuck at 420. And his animate is screwed up. Oh, me. Because my other guy's got the mid-level materials, so he can't push forward. Whoa, this is a clusterfuck. Yeah, I can't push through level 7 because of my augment. So I have their animates reversed. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna have to refresh him and redo this. That's really weird. I've never noticed that before. I do not think he was getting... I mean, I can't like pause and go watch the video because the video's recording right now. I'm pretty damn sure that when I was leveling this, he was not getting BR increased. Because I kept seeing 420, 420. And I'm definitely seeing it go up now. He needs to animate. Damn it. So I need to remember, don't give him the seal shards. And don't give my main character the animate. I need to swap them. So my main character needs level 4. Well, 3 technically. He needs level 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever he caps out at. Oh, fuck me. Damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to bend over and take it. Rough experience. That's why I was wondering if I should have done this off stream and made like a separate video.
Beautiful, sweet, fragrant.
Because it's gonna take a while to get all this down. It's only 100 diamonds. Luckily it's cheap to screw up and be an idiot. So I definitely paid for it, but not very much. And I'm gonna have to re-click through a lot of that shit. But at least now I know.
Sweet,
How have I never noticed that before? Okay, there we go. I hope no one's looking in Arena right now, because if they see my BR in Arena, they'll be like, oh my god, get him. Okay, so his animate needs to go first. But his seal, 2830. And it's still showing both of them equipped. 2830. 2830. Oh, 4931. I'm pretty sure it's not doing anything. 04931. Sorry guys, I'm just testing to make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, so that's weird. I guess because he technically doesn't have a ruin, so it doesn't actually count. Okay, I had to make sure for myself. Sorry about that. Just so I know not to put those materials into him. So disregard what I said earlier, because apparently there's no point in even putting those materials on that character. Okay. So he's not worth rebirthing, because I don't have any levels on him, maybe?
The power of the angels will be mine.
I'm just trying to give him something so the system will let me rebirth him.
Once I kill Terraquin, I will achieve true immortality.
Aha. Now you're mine. Womp womp. Okay, so let's try this in reverse and see. 2830. Okay. Somehow he's got 3 million with nothing on him. Because I just rebirthed him. So I know he's flat. Yeah, he's completely flat. Alright. Hit rate 10%. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Okay, I need to reascend him, yeah. So 2841. I have him equipped in my team. Homie, what am I missing? I know this increases BR. Ruin attributes. That's my ruin. Is my ruin not being... Yeah, there's over 1 billion BR in my ruin. $1.7 billion. Okay. So what am I missing with this? Is it because my seal isn't leveled? Nothing. Attributes between. I'm gonna come back to this because I must be missing something very subtle and I don't know what it is. I know my BR is supposed to go up for that material. Okay, so I need to make sure I get his animate leveled up. Why is this blocked? Because of the augment? Augment. Okay.
Once IQ Terraquin, the power of the angels will be. Once IQ Terraquin, the power of the angels will be mine. The power of the angels will be mine. Once IQ Terraquin, I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will be mine. I will achieve true immortality.
To 9, but I just need him to 10.
The power of the angels will be mine.
Let's just push
the power of the angels will be mine.
Oh, fuck me, that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, there you go. You got it, Big Daddy. So his animate. Oh, his augment was good, his level was not good, apparently. Alright, I think he got blocked at 7. So now there's 7. Boom. Okay, now we're caught up. because I was going to miss a bunch of levels in Animate, and that would have set my BR back as well. I need to make sure everything is caught up properly. And then make sure I don't screw something else up. Superiors go to him, and I'll use the normal stones on the Grace.
The power of the angels I will achieve true immortality.
Maybe that's
I will
why,
achieve
because I
true
don't
immortality.
It's ruined stats.
Once I kill Terraquin,
it's
the
not
power
giving
of
me
the
more.
angels
I'm just gonna
will be
upgrade it
I
last
will
and see what
achieve true
happens.
immortality. The power of the angels will be Once I kill Terraquin, no one will know my secret. I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will be I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will be mine.
Okay, so I think the issue is you have to have seal. No seal, no attributes. Because 5656. We go beep boop beep boop. Boom. Oh, fuck me. So, did I just fuck myself again? Because technically... No, we're gonna let that ride if I did. Holy crap, because it's like 50 days worth of clicking in one session with me fucking up twice. So to do that all in the span of 30 minutes, no spank you. Okay, so he needs seal. And then I need to check to see if he's getting advancements. In short, I think I should have fed him the seal advancements because his seal level is higher. Because of his augment. His augment level's higher. His seal level is higher. Ergo, the percentages would be higher from him. What I do like about the gracing is it automatically updates your BR. That's very helpful. So I have to update it and then check his seal. Ugh.
Once I kill Terraqueen, no one will know my secret. Terraqueen, I will achieve true immortality. The power of the angels will be mine. 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 Once I kill Terraqueen, I will achieve true immortality. Once I kill Terraqueen, the power of the angels will be mine.
Homie, I love the RNG system for me to actually upgrade my own stats. That's a horrible idea. Just make it do the thing. Okay, so the first time I was right, the second time I was speaking about it, disregard. Because the problem is I didn't have the seal. So now that I have the seal, you want to put most of that on your sub, or the guy that's easiest to level. So in this case, it'd be a Lucard. So now, for Penance, I need to spend the next daily benefits on seal shards to get him caught up, because his stats need to get maxed first, because it transfers over to my main, who is capped by a paywall. We're still ahead today. Painful experiences that got us here, but we're ahead. I certainly learned what not to fucking do. So I'm just gonna watch this, or listen to this video a few times, because at some point, I'm going to have Alucard maxed, and then Dark Paladin maxed, and then I have to transition over to Aurelia, because she's going to have a higher cap than Alucard, but I'm not going to know where she stands when I rebirth him. He could go from Augment 32 and she could be Augment 12, so I have to kind of like, periodically from month to month, check to see where I sit. Material-wise. Okay, so even though I screwed up the stats a little bit, we're still up 800 million. So, it's not really a bad day. He needs Augment 10, yeah. And I believe he is down in Augment. Because, was he? I thought he was 26. Maybe he was 25 going into 26. That's actually... No, we need level 10. Level 10 has the passive. And then I can focus on a Lucard to... What's the cap? 32. Fuck me. 10 of them? Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Seal shards for him. Okay, that's easy. I need to get his, Yeah, the next chest I get, 10 chests from from the guild. I need to just do that so I can up bump him. I gotta set a reminder for those seal shards. Because I've been so invested in Runestone, I haven't even thought to go back to that. Okay, so he's good. How about him? Yeah, they're chilling. Yeah, he's set. Now I can focus on him other than the seal. That's where it becomes kind of... You have to keep track of these things mentally. Because I have to remember that my graced hero needs seal shards. Because it's going to take me forever to get 25,000 blessed stones. Unless it comes through an event. So most... Oh, his seals, yeah. So I need to do both. What is the max level? 15? Why don't I see a skill level? Level 1. It doesn't even tell me, it just says max level. So I guess I could spend my resources on seal shards. Get that maxed out for him and my main. That's something I can do early. But it's going to be dependent on their seal level. So I need seal stones. Because he's not at 80 yet. He's 65 levels behind. So that's 2 things I desperately need. On top of primals. Take it day by day. Again, we're up 8.9 billion to 9.7 billion. So we had a good day. I could tinker with it and make it slightly better, but the amount of time it takes, they're gonna get maxed. Both of them are gonna get maxed either way. So minutia details doesn't really matter. 159,000, blow me. Yeah, 800 bloodstones done. I need to get his anime caught up. So that one's good. I'm not going to be able to get that till tomorrow. What else was I looking for? 4,000 for 14? No. I'll save that for the roulette event. This is interesting too because where does it max? Oh, 14? That's actually pretty early. Okay. So I can kind of go back and forth on both of them because they both need the stats. And he's earlier level, so he's more likely to get his bumped before Lucard. And then I'll just try to do them both. Like when he's level 8, I'll push the other one to level 9 and vice versa. Then 9-9, then 10-9, then 10-10. He's still not really ready for PvP. He really needs that Augment 10. So I don't think I can take second place yet. It's getting close, but it's not quite there yet. Yeah. Need that Augment 10, man. Okay. 54 minutes later. Painfully done. Now that it's almost been a 2-hour video. At 4K resolution. So... oh shit, that's gonna be like 50, 60 gigs. Good times. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video. I think we're done for today. And then I'll check back in tomorrow. Now, I am gonna do some stuff off stream. The Eternal War, it's not very exciting. You literally just go to like a building or a tower and you auto attack it. So that's why I really didn't put it in the stream. Because no one wants to see that. You're just attacking a building. You know what I mean? I mean, it is kind of cool that you're doing an eternal conflict war. 3 sides. Like they got, you can kind of see it here on the map. We got the fire, ice, wind. Oh, there's a weird bug too. If you have the increased speed, you have to reload because it had to run so far. And then you got to load back into the map. It's just buggy. So again, I normally cut this from the video and do that on my own time. Shit, I still gotta eat. 8:55 and world boss is coming up. But Big W finally got Dark Paladin. He's not Augment 10 though. He's 1 Augment away. Still a win. 25 shards for free. A boosh. Oh shit, I gotta turn that off. So, you know, they'll call out and blah, blah, blah. They'll say, hey, get cursed, I got this. So then we gotta go down there and we gotta fight. Now, again, it's not from just people on our server. It's people that have been playing for 4 years. So they could have like a quadrillion battle rating. Or they could have 1 million battle rating. Oh, did you get me? There you go. I might have to refresh again. Again, it's very buggy. You have to be like right next to it and then enter. I would have been fine, but he asked us to switch over to curse. Yeah, see, the system thinks I was on Jade. So this is their setup. They've got the towers here. The towers will one-shot you, which is very weird. I don't even think I can kill someone on the field right now. I'm very, very early. We're the same one, right? Yeah, we're red. So then you turn on auto attack. And you'll auto attack. And that's kind of how you get merit. You'll get merit from hitting like the defenders and whatnot. That's actually someone. But he's probably got way too much BR for us. Let's see. He has 1 trillion BR. He has 1,165 billion. Slightly above our 9 billion. Slightly. So in this, you're going to focus more on the events. If you're under 500 billion, if you're under 1 trillion basically, I would say just focus on the events. Like, you know, go attack the defender, stuff like that. And you can queue to teleport. But you got to make it... Aha. Oh, we don't have the Divine Seal. Jesus Christ. So that guy had 363 trillion BR. Slight difference than 9.7 billion BR. Again, people that have been playing for years and have spent cash, we're still trying to make our way. We've been climbing very quickly, and then once we climb to 10 billion, 20 billion, 100 billion, a few days worth of playing, you jump up even more, 150 billion, 200 billion. Then you get into the trillions. the things you do later on boost you so much. So again, how strong do you want to make your Super Saiyan? Do you want to become Broly, Goku, Vegeta? You can make any character you want as badass as possible. That's what I like about this game. It's customized. Fair enough, people who spent a lot of money and played longer than you are going to kill you. Just comes with the game. Most of your time is spent outside of that, and it's spent in your server. So you really don't feel those effects. It's just every now and then. And plus, we still get all the materials from the event. So it's not like we're losing out, you know? And even if I take first place on my server, the prizes suck. I get better prizes just from playing every day. Like, look at this. First rank. Ooh. Terrible. So it's not only not red, it's not golden either. So it's 4 tiers behind. Jade, Valorian, Artifact, and the red one, Mystic. So it's 4 tiers behind. Yeah, that sucks. So if you pay to get in first place, big deal. You don't really get anything for it. So yeah. That's just kind of like their cash grab. They want people to ego challenge each other and spend more money. It's a brilliant design. We're not here for all that. We're here for peace, love, and battle rating. So I'll go ahead and kill the stream. We got Dark Paladin. That was highlight of the day. Not only did we get him, we got him ascended. 25 shards. We only needed 5. So that was incredible. Alright. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll do some more. It might take me time to get this uploaded though, because that's going to be like a full day's worth of uploading. YouTube takes forever to render 4K videos. So hopefully you guys have not sat through this whole thing, because I imagine it's quite painful. Commentary aside, I learned some painful lessons tonight, so I needed these 2 hours to kick my ass to teach me, don't do that, fucker. And if you play, hopefully my idiocy has given you knowledge.